Tell us how a renewal of Jewish identity would require canceling Oslo and how that may be done.
When Dr. Ron Pundak was the major intellectual figure in Israel behind the Oslo concept and the Oslo process. And when they did it, a few years later, in 2014, actually, it was 19 years later, when it was obvious that the Oslo process did not bring peace. It brought exactly the opposite. Floods of bloodshed, and that was before the 7th of October.
Of course.
It was obvious already.
Yeah.
He was asked by one of the reporters, it seems like, Mr. Pundak, it seems like Oslo failed. He said, no, it did not fail. Because Oslo was not about peace. That's his words. Amazing. By the way, he passed away a few weeks later, so maybe he felt that he has to say the truth or something like that. It was an amazing saying, which I talked about years before, but hearing it from his mouth is amazing.
He let the cat out of the bag.
Yes, he said, Oslo did not fail because it was not about peace. It was about, notice, Israelism instead of Judaism of the Israeli state. Okay. Now, in order to understand that sentence, you have to realize that Zionism had two forces inside it, fighting between themselves, like Jacob and Esau, in their mother's belly. Okay. It's the Jewish identity and the new Israeli identity that tried to replace the Jewish identity. Okay, the concept was that we're gonna make the Jewish nation a normal nation, a nation like all the nations, a nation that is not based on the covenant with God in Sinai, but as any other nation with a covenant with a motherland. An Arab and a Jew can be both Israelis, and Judaism is just a religion, not a nation. You can be an Israeli and your religion will be the Jewish religion. You can be an Arab Israeli and you're just in any other nation. The problem is...
So it wouldn't be a Jewish state as such?
Yeah, it will be an Israeli state of all its citizens, but not a Jewish state. Which is, of course, we understand, it's a stupid concept that it will immediately lead to the erase of the Jewish nation.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is really dramatic, because then what this means is that the ideologues of the Oslo process, such as Ron Pundak, understood from the beginning...
It's about identity.
That this was about identity. And also... in order to achieve their dream of an Israeli identity unmoored from Jewish identity, they knowingly introduced an organization that wants to destroy the Jewish nation into the Jewish state. This is a very dramatic move.
Basically, they're saying it's going to be my way or the highway, as they say. Okay? If Israel is going to be a Jewish state, the whole
they'd rather destroy it than have it.
The whole Zionist experiment for us is a failure, and we rather close it.